I added a beautiful edge using the Eyelet Scallop border from Spellbinders on my Valentine's Day card. Hey everyone, it's Joy here and welcome to my channel. Okay, I'm going to start by using Spellbinders Eyelet Scallop border die. This is beautiful, and when I saw it, I thought I want to put this at the bottom edge of a top folding A2 size card. So I've die cut that from white cardstock, and I'm just going to poke this out. I am leaving it white. I kind of went back and forth a lot of times deciding if I was going to ink blend it or not, but I love it white. It looks so lacy and pretty. So I'm lining it up at the bottom of my A2 size card, and I'm marking the center line. So there's like a straight line in the center that's going to cover up at the edge. It's going to meet the edge of the front panel of my card, if that makes sense. So I trimmed that down. I just marked it with a pencil, trimmed it down, and that's going to be the front of my card. Now I want to do some stenciling. So this is just on the card base itself. So I'm going to mask off the top. I am using scrapbook.com's Heart Stencil. And I'm going to ink blend the background, or excuse me, stencil with Kitsch Flamingo. And then I'll do a little bit of ink blending with that same color. I don't want this to be completely white with the pink hearts, but I just love this. I love a good heart stencil. So I think this is a great backdrop for the type of card that I want to create. So I'm going to get all of those little hearts ink blended, and then before I remove the mint tape mask, I'm just going to lightly go over the background. It does not need to be perfect, but now we have this pretty soft pink heart background. And then that beautiful Eyelet Scallop border is going to go at the bottom. I love it so much. I decided to go a little bit darker on the edges. I'm glad I did. Okay, that is done. So let's add the tiniest bit of glue at that bottom edge. We are going to glue that border die down. So see that piece in the center, that really thin straight piece? That's what I'm lining up with directly on top of my glue. It's going to hold it perfectly. I think it's a good finishing edge. Once that's dry, then I can take my scissors and then just trim that excess off, just off of the sides. And then we have this beautiful little scalloped edge at the bottom. And I was really torn if I wanted to ink blend behind it or not, and I chose not to, but you could, and that'd be really cute. In my Misty, I'm using scrapbook.com's Love You stamp set, along with Simon Says Stamps inks in cherry, watermelon, and guava. So it's the little trio family of these colors. And I'm just going to lightly ink blend over, stamp this up a few times, and this is going to give me this nice gradient from red to pink for my large sentiment that's going to go on my card. There is coordinating dies to die cut those out as well. I am going to stamp some hearts and the word you from the Love You stamp set. I'm going to use Cozy ink from Simon Says Stamps, so it's a gray ink. And that's going to be my just really different color. I thought the gray would look really nice against all of the pinks and reds. It'll pop out differently. I didn't want to go with black. Not that there's a problem with that, but I didn't want to. Now, there is an outline die for both the love and you sentiment, but I am going to use the die that you would use to cut out your die cuts. So this is a tight die. There is no white edge when you're done using the die cut. So I had to really hope and pray and cross my fingers that I lined up the die. Worst case, if I didn't line it up perfectly to those sentiments, I could just use my ink blending tool and the same ink and ink any little spot that was white. But by a miracle only, both the word love and you die cut out beautifully. So I ran that through my die cut machine. I did not have to ink blend a single thing. It was wonderful, you guys. Now I am taking some 1mm foam adhesive that I'm going to put behind the word love. I do want this, of course, to have some dimension, because if you guys follow me, you know I love, love, love dimension. And then the word U is going to go across the word love, and that kind of in the center, so I'll show you that. And then we're going to have cute little hearts all over the background. And I just think this card super simple to make, but I love it. That scallop edge does it for me. I really want to do this again, add this to something else, even as a whole background. But you want to have time to punch out all of the little holes, because there was a lot of them. Oh my gosh, it was so silly. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue, pop the word U right there in the center. And then we have our gray hearts. So there's 3 of those. And I also decided to bring in some little pink, light pink clay hearts to add on top of the gray ones. And I really am glad I did. I also added a few scattered ones on the background, because it just kind of broke up some of that gray and gave those little hearts a little something extra as well. So I'm going to glue those in place. I like that they're different sizes, a little bit of a different shape, because I like things like that. So isn't that cute? But once I add these little clay pink hearts, it really changes up and adds really something extra to those gray hearts. So I'm going to put those in place. And then, like I mentioned, I'm going to add a few around those other little hearts. You just have clusters of hearts on this background. At first I was trying to add 2 to a heart, but it just didn't look good. So I'm going to put those in place. And then I'm going to add a few. See, I was trying to make that work, and I'm like, it doesn't, but I need more pink hearts on here. Sometimes it's a struggle, you guys. But when you figure it out, it's so cute. So I love that layout there. So I added 2 by that one there, and then 1 there. So cute. Let's take a look at this up close. Look at that beautiful edge, that scalloped border die. I think it's gorgeous. I love the finish of that at the bottom of this card. And then of course all the hearts, super cute. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. And I hope you guys have a really wonderful day.